We're taking a look at the hedge fund industry in light of confidential report, which our Bloomberg news team in Washington wrote about today, showing how hedge funds and others are going to be perhaps called on by the government to produce all kinds of new data on risk. My guest is Mitch Ackles. He's founder and CEO of Hedge Fund PR. He's also director and spokesman of the Hedge Fund Association. Now, a couple of interesting questions from listeners, Mitch. One of them is, hedge funds did not cause the financial crisis, yet they're under very high-profile SEC scrutiny for insider trading. And, of course, we've had some high-profile busts, or certainly some people being charged, right?
Right.
And he also points out, while those who did cause the crisis, for example, too big to fail investment and commercial banks, have not been held accountable. Why?
Right. Well, that is definitely a question to direct to your lawmakers and to those regulatory agencies. There has, as far as I understand it, only been Bernie Madoff that has sort of had legal ramifications, and he wasn't a hedge fund. And in terms of what the industry has done, I can tell you this, that the risk to the financial system is greatly exaggerated when it comes to hedge funds because they come in all shapes and sizes. The vast majority of funds manage under 250 million AUM. They can open and shut.
Assets under management.
Correct. And they can open and shut, and no one would be the wiser except for their investors and the people that are invested in that specific entity and qualified to do so. However, you also have a very top-heavy industry where the largest firm on the planet in the U.S. manage the greatest amount of assets. Those firms have giant compliance operations already. They have big systems in place. Now, with regards to the insider trading matter, insider trading is regulated for everyone, not just for hedge funds. And, whether someone is doing something correct or incorrect or legal or illegal, that's up to the courts to decide. But we're definitely at HFA looking at the matter closely and trying to understand it as best we can. And also, as I understand it, other bodies within the industry that are nonprofits have even sought guidance from the regulators as to what constitutes insider trading.
Oh, boy. I'm trying to think. Frank Rosano's been on my show. He's an former SEC investigator, and he teaches in Washington. And he says it's when he teaches on this, just talking about what is insider trading, very tricky. There's so much gray area.
There is. And years ago, if you recall, with regards